G'day. So recently I just competed in the Great British Steel Rookie Championships. I'm sure a lot of you have probably known that's been the real goal I've been working towards over the last 3 years is to start competing and get into Stihl Timbersports and compete at the championship. So it's great to finally achieve that goal and to do quite well, really. There's a lot of mistakes I made competing this year, but I've also improved so much over last time before lockdown. Basically missed out on a year there, but no, the improvement has been immense. So I've really enjoyed competing with steel this year. I went into it not really expecting much. I just wanted to make respectable cuts without DQing, and I think I achieved that goal and then some. Overall, I managed to get a fourth place, which was really unexpected. There's some really great guys in the UK, and some of them are really experienced and really strong competitors. So well done to everyone who took part, and it was a real great experience to compete. So a lot to learn for next year. Next year I'll need to go into the pro category as I'm over 25 now. So I'll need to learn springboard and hot saw, which I'm quite looking forward to. Obviously, springboard's quite a dangerous and difficult event, but I'm willing to give it a go and see how I get on. So I'll just go over each event briefly and talk about my experience with it. So first event, stock saw, we have to cut two complete discs with only 10 centimeters of wood. If you cut over the 10 centimeters, you get disqualified. If the discs aren't complete, you get disqualified, and there's various other things you can get disqualified for, and it really sets the tone for the rest of the day how well you do in stock saw. If you do well in stock saw, you can relax a little bit. If you do badly or get a disqualification, then you have to do a lot of catching up. So it's a very important event. It sounds simple, but under pressure it can be extremely difficult. So my stock sawing, the first heat, there was an issue with the starting sound, and I didn't hear anything until the other guy started to saw, started cutting with a saw, and the other guy really struggled to hear the starting sound. He said it was really difficult as well. So luckily, Steel have very fair judges, and they're very fair with their rules, and I was allowed a second attempt at the event. And in the second attempt, I came third place, a third best time, which I was very happy with. The second event was standing block. I've not really been cutting standing blocks seriously until the last, I'd say, 8 months, year. I've only got my own stands. I think, maybe 8 months, a year ago, and without stands, it's not really possible to train standing block very easily. So, I've been practicing standing block. It's a much more difficult event to train than underhand chop or any of those, really, and it takes a lot more skill. It's not easy to swing the axe up at that angle, and it takes a lot of confidence. I'm still building up my confidence with it, so it was a big deal to actually put in a decent time of 37 seconds odd. There's a lot I'm doing wrong with it, and I need to increase my power, and my technique is pretty poor. But I was really happy just to make a decent cut, and I was surprised at myself, really, to make it as quickly as I did. I'm still quite nervous about the event. There's a lot of issues with safety, if the axe glances, and also it's just really off-putting, swinging a 500-pound axe that close to bits of steel and nails, and you can just write it off very easily. So I'm still quite nervous about that sort of thing, and I do love my axes, so I may be a bit hesitant at using them on that event. But overall, I was really happy with my performance on the standing block, and I really enjoyed it. The next event was single buck. Single bucks are normally something I'm quite good at, so I was fairly confident with it. The main thing though was I've never used that saw before. It was a brand new saw I bought. It's a white pine peg and raker saw. I bought it before lockdown, so I bought the saw. Then there was all the events cancelled, and this was the first time I've actually got that saw out and made a cut. It was at that event, so I wasn't sure how it would do. I knew it would cut well, but I was just unsure whether it would be different to the saws I've been training with, and more difficult to run or whatever, or still cut more. But you know, I think I was second to go on that event, and I noticed that there was a lot of problems with sticking on that wood, so I just decided to run it really smooth, and it worked well. I came second place in the single buck and put in a really good time. I was very, very happy with that time, and I was really excited to use that saw, and it was just a really awesome experience. And the last event was Underhand Chop. Now, Underhand Chop's something I've done a lot of, but it's also something I'd say I'm quite weak at, really. My main issue is the turn. I've got very poor balance and very poor leg strength, like my lower legs and ankles. I really need to build them up. Basically, they've completely atrophied because of wearing work boots, so I've got very little strength there, and my balance suffers as a result. So I'm very slow on the turn normally. In this case, I actually decided to step down because I was just thought it'd be quicker than trying to do an awkward turn and slide off and have to get back up anyway. So I lost a few seconds there, and also I've tried to drive it off a little bit too early, like there's a little bit too much wood in the bottom. So overall it was an okay cut for me, but there's a lot to improve on Underhand Chop. But I was very happy with it, really. You know, it's a big deal to make a cut under pressure like that, and you know, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible either. So overall, I was reasonably happy with my Underhand Chop. But really, the highlight was the second place in single buck. I mean, that really made my day. So if you haven't seen the competition yet, I'll put a link in the description, and also I'll put a comment with the link. You should definitely go check it out. It's a great sport to be involved with. You know, go and show them some support. You should definitely check out some of the other Stihl championships as well. You know, there's obviously people a lot better than me you can watch, and especially in the world championships and the pros, you can see some really, really impressive performances. So definitely go and check them out. So I've got some goals for next year, and that's to improve my events in all aspects, especially underhand chop, and really build up my lower legs. And I think that will improve my chances a lot. But in the meantime, I've also got some time now to do some more wood chopping, and hopefully go over and visit Owen again soon, and maybe do some coppice and his woodlands, and some normal chopping, you know, not competition chopping. So hopefully that's something to look forward to. I've also nearly hit 3,000 subscribers now on the channel, so thank you all for your support, and it's been great having the channel grow, and, you know, meeting so many great people. There's quite a lot of people I've met as friends right from the start, and kept up, and it's been awesome sharing this experience with you. So thank you very much for the support. Hopefully you'll enjoy some of the videos upcoming on the channel. Thanks for watching, and all the best.